What it do? It's DOA back with another episode of Putting Shit Together. Today, man, we talking about my old Kentucky home. This right here is kind of near and dear to me because I spent a lot of my life in Kentucky, in Louisville to be specific. And this report that I'm going to be covering, that we going to be watching, is out of the Louisville area of Kentucky, man. And what's going on is they have been providing driver's licenses to illegal immigrants on some goofy ass shit. We wondering how people could be voting in these elections and they're not legal citizens. Well, voila, here you have it. Louisville, Kentucky, giving illegal immigrants a way to vote, a way to ingratiate themselves into society without paying their dues. Being here illegally and being able to receive the benefits and things that go along with being a citizen of America, and you don't have no fucking credentials. I'm not surprised. That is why I don't live in Kentucky anymore, and I moved back to Alabama, which is where I was originally born. But without further ado, man, let's go ahead and get into this report. This coming from WDRB. That'll be the local news station, one of the local news stations in Louisville. Shout out to Gilbert Corsi.
The state didn't want this out. Fraud inside Kentucky's transportation cabinet. Licenses issued without a driver's test.
It is an ongoing WDRB investigation, and tonight we hear from a whistleblower who says coworkers used her login to pull off this scheme.
The employees were being paid underneath the table.
They say sometimes
I immediately let my supervisor know about it.
truth hurts.
Did you ever think that this would cost you your job?
No,
And for Melissa Mormon,
I was angry for a long time.
this is one of those.
It hurts me that I'm talking about this and I actually like where I was working at.
Times.
I came into the office that day, my computer was shut down. I was told to go to the front door. Detectives came in, they interviewed me. That was it.
Mormon says she was fired 3 months after she sent this letter to the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet, blowing the whistle that workers at the NIA Center licensing branch were selling driver's licenses under the table to people who never took the driver's test.
Undocumented workers.
How did it work? What was going on?
The undocumented workers would come into the office in groups. They would provide them either permits or driver's license illegally. So they were bypassed without even taking the test.
How much?
$200 a person.
Up to 5.
Can you believe this shit? For the cost of a pair of Jordans, your ass could come here and get a driver's license, be able to get assistance, be able to get a job, be able to vote in elections, be able to do this, that, and the third for the cost of a motherfucking pair of Jordans, bro. In the NIA Center, for those of you that's not familiar with Louisville, is right in the heart of downtown Louisville. It's actually in a predominantly black area of town, and that's where they're bringing illegal immigrants into the black area of the town and giving these niggas a pass of go, receive $200 and be on your fucking way, bro. Right in the place where assistance is most needed by those who have actually paid their dues, by those who actually have built the city, by those who are in need, that are helping other people. You bypassing them and using our time and our resources to fucking give illegal immigrants a stay out of jail free card and shit. Like it's disgusting. It's reprehensible, bro. Like $200. And see, this the thing too. If you saying they're bringing them into this branch, then it has to be deeper than just a few people within that office being corrupt. Who is giving these illegal immigrants the fucking pin drop to where you can go to get your license without your credentials? Somebody has to be pipelining them to this area where they can go and get these fucking IDs, man. So, you know, it's deeper than just the employees at this branch. Then on top of it, they using SIS login identification, login credentials to do this shit. So they pretty much setting her up to take the fall, and she ain't even want to be in on the shit. But we gonna go ahead and get back into it.
Times a day, she says.
Was this an everyday thing?
Almost, yes.
I first reported on the driver's license fraud investigation in April after getting my hands on one of the state's revocation letters. We learned the transportation cabinet sent more than 1,500 of them in 5 months, telling drivers their license was issued in error and must be returned or they could be criminally charged. At the time, state officials confirmed at least 2 terminations, and ongoing state and federal investigations focused on the NIA Center in West Louisville and the E-Town license branch. But they denied all of our records requests, withholding 2,300 documents on the fraud. Mormon's story fills in the blanks.
I found out it may have been going on for a couple of years before it was found out.
We're told it wasn't as simple as people getting state-issued driver's license or permits without taking the test. She says 2 of her colleagues at the NIA Center approached her with a business venture, asking if she wanted to get in on the scheme.
I was asked to bring certain customers in, and they are brought in to me without signing in. And you would scan their documents as usual.
Documents made to look legitimate, like birth certificates and social security cards, according to the letter she wrote to the state. But a key to pulling off this scheme was making sure the required Homeland Security screening was never run.
I start getting these emails saying, are you doing this? Are you doing this? Are you doing this?
And that's where it unraveled. She says those workers were using her login, a password she says her bosses made her share, as all workers at the driver's license branch did not have their own. And Mormon was training to be a supervisor.
I'm not even at my desk because I'm doing various duties, or I'm not there for the day. So, things start kind of coming together. I'm like, what's going on?
Was it always undocumented workers?
Yes.
Every time?
Every time.
It does not surprise me.
Adrian Trevetti helps people trying to obtain legal status, an immigration attorney for 14 years.
For those immigrants that don't have a pathway to obtain legal status, having a driver's license could mean the difference between getting home from work safely, to their children, to their wives or husbands, and not for a relatively small price to be able to.
Bro, what the fuck is this white bitch talking about? What the fuck is he talking about, bro? How tone deaf can you be, bro? I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret, man. My brother lost his life to a driver in Kentucky. Half the reason why I left Kentucky is because I started getting so tired of these fucking drivers. They don't know how to drive. Me and my chick used to drive around, bro. We would see foreigners in their cars not knowing what the fuck they was doing operating a vehicle, bro. It got so bad, bro. I used to have road rage damn near every day, bro. I had to calm down, and after I got calm, I was like, you know what? I'm not finna stand for this shit no more. I'm about to get on up out of here, bro. This whole state and city is going in the dumps, bro. Not to mention, like, the suburb neighborhood that I lived in was being filled with foreigners, and they were just bringing their customs, bro. We had people cutting chickens' heads off in their damn driveway, and I'm talking about this is a pretty nice neighborhood, bro. These foreigners was cutting chickens in their driveway and letting the blood just drain into the daggone, into the fucking curb, into the gutter and shit, bro. Like, that's how bad Kentucky got. That's how bad Louisville got. And this white girl is up here talking about this is how they can get home safe to their families. Like, bitch, they don't know how to drive. What do you mean safe to their families? They finna endanger somebody else's life by jumping behind the wheel of a car, and you ain't even, not only do you not belong here, you've never even passed the driver's test. There's nothing safe about what she's talking about right now. Nothing safe. Then it's like immigrants' feelings trump ours. You know what I'm saying? Immigrant safety is the main priority. Like, bro, what the fuck about these people that they running into? People's cars that they wrecking into? People's lives that they done took while not knowing how to operate this vehicle that you've given them the means to operate through illegal means, though. Like, man, I can't even believe this shit, bro. Like, man, somebody get this fucking white lady, man, for real.
To have that chance of avoiding deportation, even just for that day, they're willing to take it.
To Mormon, this license scheme exploited people.
I didn't want no parts of it.
Mormon says she wrote this letter with her boss on October 29th, and she spoke to detectives 3 months later. She was fired the same day.
Gut punch, yes. Very hard gut punch.
She was 2 years and 3 months onto the job, but she didn't technically work for the state. Mormon was a contractor for Quantum, a staffing agency that Kentucky hired to help fill positions in driver's license branches when they took licensing away from the county clerks.
Please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Mr. Van Staten, this is Gilbert Coursey from WDRB News.
The Michigan-based company did not return our calls or emails.
It hung up.
It's shocking. Why would an employer punish and take retribution on an employee that reported this wrongdoing?
Mormon story, now the heart of a whistleblower lawsuit going after both the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet.
She should be a hero.
And Quantum Solutions.
There's a failure to supervise these employees. There were obviously no checks and balances.
Kentucky State Police is on it. There are serious concerns, and we'll hold anybody.
That's a lie. I'm going to just stop Bashir's weirdo ass right there. That's a lie. Kentucky State Police is on it. Nigga, I ain't never heard such crock of shit in my life, bro. Anybody that know Kentucky State Police, they ain't on shit but the dope that they taking off of people on the street. That's what the fuck they own. They own drugs. They own bullshit. They own the ass of law-abiding citizens. But I'm going to tell you what they not own is on the trail of this case. I bet your ass that. I bet I know one thing Kentucky State Police ain't on, and it's the trail of who the fuck did this shit. I bet that.
Accountable if they violated the law.
That's basically all Governor Andy Beshear would say as we pressed on this case in April. But there was a part of our interview that didn't make our prior report, and it may be important now.
Is there an immigration component to this?
Not that I'm aware of.
WDRB is fighting in court for the paper.
Hey, you can't make this up right here, bro. You can't make this up. Look at his goofy ad. Not that I'm aware of. Nigga, what do you mean there ain't no immigration component to this? It clearly is. Then the lady who, you got a hard-working employee who loves her job. Her job is to serve the community. Her job is to provide credentials to those who have worked hard, done what they're supposed to do, and are contributing members of society. And she enjoyed doing that. Now, by her reporting something being done that is illegal, she got fired. Then this goofy motherfucker gonna get up there and say, not that I know of, none that I even aware of. Nigga, what? Bro, hey, Andy Bashir is one of the big reasons why I don't live in Kentucky no more. I'm gonna tell you that straight up. I can't stand Andy Bashir ass. When he was running for his position, I told everybody, this is bad. Do not vote for him. Of course, goofy niggas don't listen, because goofy niggas feed in the propaganda every day. So somehow his ass got elected, and I knew my time there was gonna be short-lived, dog. I knew it. I didn't want it, but I knew it. And lo and behold, nigga, I got my ass up out of there, man. Cause of this goofy motherfucker and these type of practices right here. This is the reasons I left, all in a nutshell. And then goofy motherfuckers who don't belong behind the wheel, who don't know how to drive, is who took my brother's life. Like, bro, this is Kentucky in a nutshell. If you pour some bourbon on top of this fucking case right here and some motherfucking coke and pills, you will have Kentucky, you will have a Derby pie right here in this motherfucking shit right now. Straight up. Like, no cap.
Trail to be made public, uncovering who knew what and when. Sometimes the truth does hurt.
I was hurt and depressed.
But Melissa Mormon believes
I really would like to get my job back.
It will set her free.
The Transportation Cabinet has a deadline this week to respond in court on why it withheld every single document, 2,300 records from our request. We will keep you updated.
2,300 records.
Summer sales event is on at Landers McClarty Chevrolet, and
I like to say I'm surprised, but I'm not at all surprised. Not at all, man. The Kentucky State Police, the Louisville Metro Police Department, Andy Bashir, they all are corrupt. All of them. And what was that? What was them numbers? They charging people $200. About 2,300 people they charged $200 to. That's a $500,000 right there, bruh. That's a $500,000 they done stole, they done funneled, they done embezzled. You feel me? Right up under our noses, bruh. That's at least $500,000, bruh, that they done made off this shit. The employees at the NIA Center and the E-Town DMV. And man, like I said, man, this is just Kentucky in a nutshell, bro. Andy Bashir is a fucking quack. His dad was a fucking quack. The police in Louisville and the Kentucky State Police, I started to cover another report on the Kentucky State Police and they corruption. I might go ahead and do it, man. I might be bringing that shit to a screen near you here soon, because you can look up for yourself and see the corruption cases that Kentucky State Police is involved in. Like, some of them made national news, but you may or may not remember. And then y'all know Louisville Metro Police Department, man, they corrupt this shit. I told y'all a story about how they was in cahoots. They tried to hit me and my brother in a couple of my rounds with a RICO charge. You know what I'm saying? Unlawfully, unjustly. And I still believe that they're behind the death of my brother. To be honest, even though he was hit by somebody in his car, I feel like the way they hit him, they T-boned him. And the way he was hit, I feel like, man, they hand is in that shit. And we can go into that another time, man. If y'all want to hear about it, y'all hit me in the comments. Let me know what y'all want to hear. Let me know what y'all think about this report right here. What should be done to these people who was involved in this $500,000 fucking scheme to let illegals into our country without the credentials. Man, yeah, y'all, man, body slam the comments, man. Let me know how y'all feel, man, for real. And as always, man, like, share, subscribe. You know it's peace and love. love and light, wisdom and insight. DOA. Back with another episode of Putting Shit Together. To the next one, man. Peace.